Today we're at Wahlabul, about an hour west of Grafton. For the past 6 weeks now, me and my brother Dean have been coming out teaching Aboriginal culture from around this area, stories, art, dance, lingo.
So, Nyanyeri Bianca?
Nyanyeri Aisha. Koi.
Good boy.
Nyanyeri Kiala.
I grew up in Grafton. My father and my grandmother and aunts all lived out at Wahlabul. And we grew up with culture, the stories, the language. The language as in terms of animals, places, and now our goal is to bring it back for full sentences and conversations.
Nyanyeri, and what's your name?
Koi.
Cohen, good job.
What did we just say?
My name is Kiala.
Very good.
My name is Aisha.
And that is Nyanyeri Aisha and Nyanyeri Kiala. Good job, very good.
For more than 40 years, until 1979, Wahlabul near Grafton was mined for its white asbestos. Local Aborigines provided the labour, while the dangerous material they yielded was used on the local roads.
When the asbestos mine opened, well, they brought all the Aboriginals out and we lived in the square. And they worked on the mine. When I went to school, it was segregated. We weren't brought up to talk the lingo, as we used to call it, the lingo instead of language, because we were brought up to be white. But when we were over there, we used to eat, you know, food, blackfellas tucker. And we still live that today.
I was born in Grafton, lived here in Wahlabul all my life with my grandmother, with my elders, our ancestors. My grandmother told the story of the Durangan, the mighty Clarence River. They started from Woodenbong, Muli Muli, for Bundjalung is for hills, Muli Muli, down to Yamba. And that's very special to me. And we practice our seasonal hunters. It's winter time. We hunt for witches grub, which is jubra. And summertime it could be binging, you know, turtle. Kangaroo gurraman, you get that in whenever. Amal, koana, during the hot season, you know, you see them running across the road. Buninj, echidna, there's a time for it now. But yeah, we're seasonal hunters.
The biggest challenge is it was never a written language. So here in Wahlabul there is still people that speak our language fluently. We need to spend time with those people to learn more and more to get to the stage that we can have full conversations.
Jingiwala.
Jingiwala.
Bugel Blagan.
Nyagala, Bugel. Bugel Blagan.
Yogumbe, Wadding. These also the Bundjalung dictionary that we research and read. You can sit down and read the book, but you got to go back to Elder and say, am I saying this right? Because how it's read is not necessarily how it's actually said.
Junagawujab Grafton.
Grafton?
Yaway.
Oh, Buggelbe. Nyagala Wooja Grafton.
Nyagala.
I grew up in Grafton and I didn't get to grow up with culture. It wasn't until I got older, when my kids started school, they started coming home and they were doing a little bit of language stuff in the school, and my kids were coming home and talking a bit of lingo and saying the different animals, and it really sort of got that interest going with me, and I thought, look, I've really got to do something here so I can pass something on to my kids.
This is about the binging, how he swims in the balloon in the river, and sometimes when he's swimming around, that big jargoon is hiding in the reeds over here, and big jargoon, the eel, he sees him and he comes out chasing the binging, and binging hides in his shell. Okay? Yahweh. Binging gendela, binging gendela, binging gendela, binging gendela, binging gendela.
When I'm learning and speaking lingo, I feel a connection to country, to Jagun. I feel a connection to our old people. It just makes me feel really good and really strong inside. Yeah, it's a really good feeling. And that's what I was seeing working with our Jarjums, and you know, they start at that young age, and by the time they get older, our culture, you know, is going to be coming back stronger and stronger.
Jagun!
Here we go.
A lot of our kids have lost their way as well.
And then we go
You know, a
round
lot of damage done through alcohol and drug abuse and violence. So going back to our old ways and our culture, I see that our mob's going to be a lot stronger, our children are going to be a lot stronger. Yeah, that's the vision, I think, yeah.
Baru wadagan gindu jinangs, gindu jinangs, gindu jinangs. Baru wadagan gindu jinangs, Jayana Jampeju.
I'm doing this because of what's happened in the past. Our past elders have had so many challenges, and it can't be for nothing. If we just let it go and don't keep doing this, what were all their fights for? And I want to show them that whether they're here or not, it's going to be as strong as it was when they were growing up. And I want my children to learn it just like I did, and stronger, and for them to keep teaching it. It's one of the oldest cultures that's never going to go anywhere, and we will make sure that happens.
Nyagala yambali win.
Nyabibu,
Nyabibu.
nyabibu.
Nyavana.